What is up, YouTube? Good morning. Welcome to the Jim of All Trades channel. I'm glad you're here. My name's Jim, and we are going to jump into the charts right away. I I have a remodeling business. I'm a contractor by day. The name of my business is Jim of All Trades, and it was just kind of funny. My wife thought that up, and then when I started trading, she said, it works both ways. And so, yeah. Anyway, but I've been so busy, and late nights and don't add up for getting up early enough to get videos done and things of that nature. So I'm working hard to do better. But anyway, we want to jump into the charts today and see what's going on and see if we can give you some trade ideas that are coming up. Um, so yeah, don't forget I'm not a financial advisor. All right, I'm just trying to help you learn how to trade the way I do, and if that helps you, I'm glad for it. Okay, let's jump in. So we've got this big down move in LTC. We can look at LTC here. I'm on the 1 hour chart. Now, my major count is this is right now the hypothesis is this is 5 finished waves. Okay, what that means is, well, let me jump out so you understand where I think we are. But time will have to tell, and we'll have to see. Um, hmm. Okay, so clear the chart a little bit. There we go. So right now, my count is that this is a one, two. This is a three wave. That's four, and this is five. Now, always, every time, the big question mark is this wave finished? Because once that wave is finished, okay, this is a giant one wave. Okay, so this five waves is actually these are the five subwaves of a large one wave. Okay, so that means we need a large two wave coming down, and our two wave is going to be three waves coming. So we're expecting this. Okay, and it's got to be proportional to this wave. It's not going to be some small thing up here. It's going to be a very large move, and it's going to be proportional. Okay, it's going to move anywhere from 38 to 78% of this move. So the normal corrections in two waves generally are 50, more like 50, 61 to 78% in this range. Rarely are they very short as a 382. So we're looking, minimum. I mean, if we've hit the top of the wave, if we've hit the top of the wave, minimum, we're looking at $82, a retracement down to $82. Okay, minimum. That's a 50% retracement. Let me get this off the screen there. There we go. Um, a more common and a better structure area would be about $64 for price to come down here. That's good support. But if it comes down 78%, we're looking at below $50 in our price. So you've got to understand that we're waiting for this, and this is when we're trying to time. We want to make sure we're out of the market. We want to make sure we're out of the market when this thing happens. Okay, and when this is coming down, we're going to change the way we trade. Okay, we're going to change the way we think about trading. So we'll talk about that maybe if we have time. Okay, so that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're looking for. That's what we want to find out. So the question is this finished? Do I know? No, I don't know. I don't know. Do I think it's done? Yeah, I think it's done. I think it's long done. But am I right on that? I don't know. Actually, I'm looking at this and it doesn't look done. It looks like it needs to be done, but it might have one more push up for some symmetry. So we'll see. So this is the fifth wave right here. Oh, here come the odds. Just got up about 15 minutes ago. So yeah, here they come. So yeah, this was the four wave right here. This is the fifth wave, and just looking at it, man, the symmetry of it sucks. It really, really isn't good. So how do you subcount this? Um, really hard. Let's throw the fibs on those one wave here. Up to this point, you know, up to this point, I've been calling this wave 3 right here. But it's looking more like this is actually the top of wave 3 now. So I'm going to have to shift my count to this being. Let me just show you, guys. I mean, that's why let me just show you here for a second why this is hard. I'm just gonna hit replay right there. That looks like 5 waves, man. It so much looks like 5 waves. One, two, three, four, five. I mean, dag on it. Uh, it so much looks like 5 waves. That's why it was so hard to count on the way up. Yeah, exit. So, so yeah, it's looking more like this is a 1, 2, 3 is more like right here. Shoot, this might be the top of 3. Such an extended fifth wave. It's crazy. Um, and then we're coming down for 4 right now, and 5. I don't think that that's the case. I think we're close. I think this is the fifth wave. So right now let's operate here just the way it looks. I've been doing this a while, and sometimes you just got to use intuition. Excuse me. All right. So let's go 1, 2. Let's call that 3. I don't like it, but 4. Let's put 5 up here. What would 5 look like if that's 5? Putting the fibs on it. Potentially 158 up here. Potentially. So hard. Could be finished. Might be finished. Hard to tell, guys. Hard to tell. Okay, so that leaves us with what do we do? Okay, we don't know what the count is. We don't know what it's doing. So how do we trade this? Okay, let's just look at this wave and see what's going on. Let's just count the immediate wave that we're in and see what it's doing. 15-minute chart here. There we go. Get off my screen. There we go. All right, we got a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, and an extended fifth. You guys, that might be done. I mean, it really looks done. Um, it really looks and feels done. But man, I mean, I'm scared to call it done with the way this thing's been extending constantly. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean that's looking awful done. Let me measure the fibs here and see what it gives me. Uh, 2618. There's a nice 3 wave. That's a nice 4, nice looking 4 with an extended fifth. I mean that looks done, guys. Let me measure it right here. To the 4. That's a really big extended fifth. It went way past the 1-to-1 extension. Yeah, I mean it looks done. All right, so right now, to me, it looks kind of done. Okay, so if it's done, then what we need to understand is that we're beginning that large ABC. Okay, so let me go out and explain to you what that's going to look like, so you can understand what we need to be looking for. Okay, if this is finished, okay, we're going to be coming down in an ABC. Okay, it'll be something like this. Okay, but this A wave is going to be subdivided. Okay, and it's going to be subdivided into 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't do very good job. Something like that. Okay. Then the B wave will be subdivided in 3 waves to the upside, and then the C wave. I mean, this is if it's a zigzag. I mean, in a common retracement. And then the C wave will be subdivided in 5 waves like that. So it would be 5, 3, 5. Okay, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so that means 5 waves. That means what we're beginning here is the beginning of the first wave. Now, what we have to understand then is that first wave is going to be divided by 5 waves. Hold on one second, guys. So that first wave is going to be divided up by five subwaves. So what we'd have to be looking for is 5 waves to the downside for a finished one wave of that A wave. Okay, so we're looking for 5 waves right in here to finish up a 5 waves of this one wave. And so that's what we want to now look and see, is that what is forming. And so let's zoom in here to the 15-minute chart really quick and see if we can check that out and see if we have what's looking like 5 waves. Um, Here we go. Okay. Uh, this looks very 5 wave-ish right here. Um, I got a good 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or this is it's an odd. Someone might contend that that's 3 waves. It is really subdivided in the middle, but um, if you kind of open, if I went down to a smaller time frame, right here you'd see a little wave right there, and that could be a subdivision. So I'm not sure if that's an ABC or if that's 5 waves. Um, this is a really kind of a challenging little wave right now where we're sitting. Um, this look right now it looks very 3 wave-ish like ABC. So that may negate that 5 waves coming down. If this is an ABC, the only problem I have with the ABC is that we didn't come down to the one extension. It came down to the 618, which is normally um, when you have a 1, 2, 3, and then the 4 wave, and this is a 5th wave. So this could be the 1 wave complete, and we're going up to make the 2 wave. I'm not sure about that. Not sure about anything uh, in this count in this world right now. Phone's going off. All right, so really hard. I need more information. Really hard to see this count right now. This might be 5 waves. It might be 3 waves. Hard to tell. So what are the implications? Well, if this is 3 waves, that means we're going up for 5 waves. Okay, or at least we're going up for 3 waves. We got another 5 waves to go down, and then we're going up more. That means there's more. If this is 3 waves, that means there's more upside. Okay, later. I don't know how that'll form, but there'll be more upside to later on. If this is 5 waves, that means we're going up for 3 waves here, and where would that put us if that's correct? That's what I'm thinking right now, but we should see a correction up to 135. That doesn't look symmetrical though. It looks like um, a shallow wave based on what it's looking like it's forming right now. So I I don't know that either. Ah, this is a tough one, guys. Really tough. So, um, I don't know what the count is, guys. I don't know. But anyway, we know that we're close to the end. If we haven't finished, if this is a 4 wave of the upside, that means we have 5 waves to go up. Symmetrically, that looks more likely. That's what my gut is kind of telling me. But um, if that's the case, um, we've got one more push to the upside to the 150 mark. Okay. So that's a potential count. You got to understand that and take that under consideration. We have a potential count to the downside. So how do we know which one's right? Well, here basically, um, if we break the 128 mark down here, here's our line. It's our blue line of death here. Okay. If we break that, let me give you a target. to be looking for. Um, we'll be coming down um, to 123, 119, and 114. There are three fibs that really we want to watch out for. Um, so if we break 128, which is the bottom of our last low, then we should expect price. I would expect price to bounce at 123 at some level. It may not complete, but it may come down here to 119. That's if it's corrective, um, and that would put us right here at this structure. So 119 is a likely place. 123 is likely. They've been front running targets as well. Front runs when the target is when doesn't quite reach the target, and then the traders just take it and bounce it from right before. So that's a possibility. Um, so we don't know. So let's watch price as it comes down. But if it breaks 128, if we see this start to come down, breaking 128, then we know we got more downside. Now, if we continue going up, okay, what would it look like if there's an upside from here? Well, if there's upside from here, that's a one wave. This is a two wave. If it's upside, that means we're looking for a three wave to be the 136 or 141. There's the 2618, probably going to come up here because we've had a bunch of extended waves like crazy. So we're expecting price to come on up here. So we're looking at the 1618, the 136 to 141 price targets for a three wave. Okay. All right. If this is a corrective wave, and then we're looking for downside 133, and then we're going to look for downside more from there. We're looking at a potential bounce at 133 to 134.83. So 133.47 to 134.83. So if it hits those two marks, so no higher than 135 roughly. If it bounces off 135 or lower, and it's probably going to head to the downside from there. And then our targets for 119 are in play. What did I say? 119 and what was the other one? 123. 119 and 123 we're looking at first. That doesn't mean they're done there. It's just those are the first targets we're going to be spying. All right, so let's just wait and see what the market does here, and then we'll get a better understanding of what the count is. I'm sorry. Uh, Excuse me. I'm sorry. It's a little nebulous right now, but sometimes it's hard. And but there are our possibilities. Okay, possibility this is done. We're heading down for five waves. Possibility this is the top of the fourth wave of that fifth wave, and then we've got to go up for one more wave to the upside. So let's see what the market gives us. Right now I am long off the bottom here. And that's the way you trade these. It's the way I trade them. When we get these large spikes down, just go long, even if it's just for $5, or whatever, what kind of bounce they give you. You just take the scalp trades, and that's how you trade a bear market. Basically, you just jump in at the bottom of these wicks, and then as close to the bottom as you can. You watch the structure points. You look at where structure is, and you draw your lines. And when they come and hit that structure point, and they start to react, you jump in. And then you put your stop loss right underneath of that structure, and it's a really really tight stop. That's a really great way to trade. Okay, so and anyway you can ride that bounce. You can jump out and then jump back in when it hits the bottom again and goes back up. It's like double trading it. You got to be watching it, and you got to be vigilant, but it's a great way to trade it. So yeah. So watch out for 133.50 today and 134.83. If we get a bounce there and it bounces off of there, we're heading down. If it goes past and gets up to 136.50 and goes higher, we're going up to the upside today. So that's where we're looking at it. Um, I we've got at least more upside to go. So if it hits 136.50, okay. All right, that's the way we're thinking. That's all I've got for you today. I hope that helps you trade LTC. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Don't forget to like and subscribe and share the video. Do everything that YouTube likes. That helps me grow the channel. Appreciate you, and thanks for watching. Have a great day.